Good evening, friends, and welcome to the power plants of that demokratiska Böhmen, the democratic Bohemia, the People's Democratic Bohemian Republic of Bohemians. Yes. And the 3 coal power plants are all going at full strength, I believe, or thereabouts anyways. Cheers and welcome. Brett snack. Nice. Now, we are, in fact, in Demokratikraft. Yes, we are. But if we look around, you see that while the power plants are here, and of course the royal, whatever I call it, coal thing. It's not called that right now, because it is in fact 1962. Yes. We are back, we have traveled back in time to the 60s, and the sun rises on the power plants. What are we doing here? At this point in time, I think that we are mainly a power exporting nation, trying to get by 200,000 rubles in the bank and $500,000. Yes, indeed. I wonder though how it may, yes, this year. Yes, we have, of course, the beginnings of the oil industry here as well. Now this, yes, as of yet though, we don't actually use any of our own oil. No, we import it here in this tank for rubles and convert it to fuel and bitumen and export that with. Yes, and why not go ahead and do this right. Yes, and the game also runs incredibly smoothly. Yes, here incredibly smoothly with a population of 14,604 people so far. Yes, this is a certain way to make money early on, and then you can expand on it and bring in your own oil. But you see, this also looks quite different nowadays. No, we're not going to hang around here in the prehistoric times for very long, because there really isn't much. What's going on is burning coal, exporting power, and also importing oil and exporting fuel and bitumen. That's what's happening. Nothing else. Power for dollars. So this $500,000 last year, and well, adjusted for inflation, I don't think that's very bad actually. I think that's pretty good for power. Yes. This is still the same. Yes. I think all of this is still the same. The steel mill doesn't exist yet. No, but there is some development in the capital, yes. We do actually have a radio station. It's not a very good one. The rating of 1.7% at the moment, which isn't very high. About 100, 200 people are listening though. That's in 1962. Yes. They will be great one day. And the shopping center is here. And of the bugs, of course. The Folkvagnarna, they are really here. And they are the same vehicles as are still going around in the 2000s, which we're in. Right, so this is what Lestia looks like now, at this point. There isn't... The university is has been along for a long time, but the research into what will one day bring us the vehicles industry has not yet been initiated. And also Svappavaara, which is the wrong name, it turns out, not the one I was going for, but anyway, is also yet to be it has started, so I haven't brought any people out here, but there's anyway, let's do this. We shall go about here. Something like that, I think. Sure, I don't know. Yes. Like this, I think, and be right with. And there we are again. I have absolutely no idea right now how that line will have lined up, but well, hopefully something similar at least. And it is now we were just at 1962, and it is now the 22nd of February of 2007. So that's plenty of years that we have jumped forwards in time. And also since the last installment here, when we last left off, it was the 5th, it was early September of 2005, so it's been plenty of time has passed by actually, and I have not touched anything, absolutely anything. I have only done one thing, but as Lisa is heading out here, why not join her? Like that. Yes, I have only done one thing, and that is to check through the messages and see if there were any destroyed buildings, and there was one. A power transformer. Now, that could have been a catastrophe. If that was a power transformer of Tranås, for example, the whole city could have died off. But that didn't happen. So there are plenty of trains to look at here. Wow. Hello. And tracks. Yes, point being, yes, I have not touched anything, so I think that this is a proclamation of beating the game, basically, winning the game. It's been running for 2 years now, or to give or take. And I've had it running a long time since in between as well. Yes, much. What I'm trying to say is that plenty of time has passed over the last few installments here, and I think that we have a pretty reliable machine working by now. A well-oiled kingdom, indeed. And in the pensions fund, we now have $3.6 billion. That's not bad. And 30 million rubles we've gathered up, 31 even, just by burning coal. And me not doing anything. Hello. Thank you very much, Osave, for your service. We shall hope that we shall not need it. Right, and we are apparently heading out by the Lenin statues. Seems that no train is taking the windy route through the Lenin statues nowadays, for some reason. So, that's Lisa. And the power transformer that burnt down turned out to... I didn't look at it while it was going. I looked it up post simulation here. Yes. So I didn't know, but turned out that this transformer was for this oil field, which is offline and has been offline since the loading station burnt down here some time ago. And it's a good thing that burnt down, because it is a good thing, because that means that this stuff is all unpowered now, and that means that it's less likely for them to catch fire. And so should we ever want to that day will not come, but should we want to bring this oil field back online, and it's a simple matter of plugging the plug back in, basically. Other than that, there's been many fires, of course, but they've all been extinguished. But I don't know if anyone has died. Should I be a responsible leader and check through? I mean, it seems to have gone very well here. No one was killed. No. One. Oh, I'm terribly sorry there. This goes on. There is still no other building was destroyed. So, yay! Think though that this is a bit flaky. I've had some fires out here and they have been fine, but not 100%. I think there is room for a little bit of improvement here. Yes. But, I think there is though, because I recall this train diesel station being saved by firefighters. And if we could, for example, cut through here, where the power line is currently, maybe we could make it a bit more future. Why bother? You're not going to leave this running. I don't think. No, I don't think we're going to leave this running. So the intention here is for this to be the first part of a 3-part installment of the last installment of Det demokratiska Böhmen. What is to come, if something is indeed to come, who knows at this point? I certainly do not. But yes, where are we at then, considering trains meeting? Very nice of you. And there's much stuff to look at here, and that's basically all that we're going to do, I think, for the next 2 segments, and this one included as well. Yes, there are still there's still polish to be done, of course. There indeed is. But what was that? 1962, 2007. I don't, head counting, not very good. 2007 minus 1962. That's 45 years of in-game development, and that's a long investment of time. It's fun though, and very addictive. Yes, and then you sort of wonder, how the hell did I find time for this? That is a very good question. But instead of getting too deep in thought into that and leaving the camera at a wonky angle and everything, instead of looking up, we shall have some music from the Workers and Resources soundtrack, of course. Fantastic soundtrack of this game. There are grain trains here everywhere. Now, of course, I need to do something for this, and the most valuable train in history idea is a bit on my mind. I think that a fully loaded train of vehicles, however fitting, by the way, that the vehicles industry should be right up on the left hill here, if I'm not... No, it is certainly not. We are way further ahead. You mistook it for another place where you want to be, however, is over here, yes. And, for example, yes, one of you trains. That is worth $12 million when fully loaded, or more, I would think. That's pretty good. We make pretty good cash out of these, you know. Yes, 3.6 billion. And yes, money-wise, let's have a quick overview. Last year we did $370 million for the pensions fund and 14 million for the slush fund of well, nothing anymore really. We're just helping our neighbors, keeping the lights on. That's what we do. Right, and here in no, it's Workhuda. So I think it's hard to beat one of these trains for values worth. But you are apparently out. Where are you? Because I have the $1 billion train, and may rather name this the most valuable terrain in history. And I wonder if we can beat that, and perhaps we can. You are currently heading for this building. Where are you? That's a bit unfortunate. I think I'd rather turn you around on the ridge here, yes, and send you to the train, Royal Train Depot. Yes, that's what I will do. And clickety-click. And it's actually that far. I'm not even going to bother pausing the game for this. I'm just going to do... Hello, train. Can you do this? What happens if you do this? You may crash the game. Or do you have time to save? Yes. Okay. Thank you. Right. That. Yes. Click the button now. And apparently we turn around instantly and looking straight the other way. Good. Now this will head for a train depot, one of the royal ones, and where I shall replace the consists with something different, and see if we can't beat a train filled with minimized, slightly reduced in size dumper trucks with a train filled with electronics, for example, or chemicals, or something. We shall see. What? I suppose that this person may be a bit upset about the situation here. But what, you turned around? Why? Yes, the king has proclaimed that I'm going to the royal train depot, you know. For what, I don't know. Well, good luck to you. Yes, thank you very much. No, I don't think that's how the... Maybe that's how the conversation... I really don't know. I really don't have no insight into these things. But with that, dear friends, that ends installment, the first part of the last installment. Does it really now? Yes, it does. Whoops. Nicely done there. Very nicely done. Yes, indeed. Dear friends, thank you so very much for watching. To be continued. Good night.